Hello, beautiful mutant mages. It's a really glorious day today. It's Monday, June 5th. Um, Here in the park in San Marcos. Give you a quick look at the river that I love that makes this town so wonderful. So here I am at the park, getting ready to do my morning yoga, continuing the ongoing chronicles of the mutant mage, cyber nomad, Sasquatch Jones. I thought I'd take a moment just to say hey and let you realize that even if you end up in a situation like mine where you don't have a clock in 9 to 5 job, you don't have a permanent structure that you call a home, that doesn't mean you aren't achieving your goals. It doesn't mean you're not achieving your dreams. Um, I find this hard to remember at times because it gets a little depressing. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have a place to take a hot shower every day, but you know how much more you enjoy that shower when it comes every 3 days? Um, and I am still succeeding. I'm still doing tarot readings online for free, learning more and more about astrology every day. Like, I'm really, really excited about Mercury moving into Gemini, being a Gemini that was born with 5 of my planets in the house of Mercury, including my moon. So yeah, I'm Gemini with an alter ego Gemini. Try living with that crowd sometimes in your head. Also born on a Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, and on the 29th of May, the day of Quicksilver. So to say that I'm mercurial or live in a state of flux is a bit of an understatement for me. Perhaps that's why I like rivers, because rivers remind me of myself. They stay here. They have a course. There's a definition. There's a boundary to them, but the river's ever changing. It's always moving. Some days there's a million turtles, some days there's none. Some days the grasses are clogging the waterways. Sometimes the duckweed builds up. Sometimes they're raging and flooding and the banks are underwater. Other days they're very mild and peaceful and smooth. Some days they're cold, some days they're hot. But it's always the same river. Our lives are like that. Our lives are rivers. They're constantly moving from their source to their end. And yet they stay the course throughout their entire journey from beginning to end. Constantly moving, constantly in motion, yet always the same. Rising, falling, moving, pulsing, calm or raging, still the same river. Think about that, especially in the next couple of days, as two really amazing planets, Mercury and Venus, two of my favorites. Those two and Saturn seem to have more influence on me than any of the others. I love the moon and her ephemeral nature throughout the month, but Mercury and Venus and their funny thing, um, going back to the Greek, Hermes and Aphrodite have a child. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, hermaphrodite. No. Hermaphrodite is the merging of the two when they come together as one being. Totally different story. Hermes and Aphrodite have a child, and that child's name is Eros. Love. Intelligence and beauty make love. I like that. There's something really deep about human nature just in that little blurb. Well, I wasn't planning on doing too long of a blurb. Just a little hello, hey, how are you? I'm still alive, you're still alive. The upcoming week is going to be a wonderful, beautiful week. Look forward to all the major motions that are going on. You want a more in-depth analysis than mine, it wouldn't hurt you to go over and look at Aeolian Heart's analysis of what the planets are doing. Um, she's a wonderful astrologer. I've learned a lot from her over the last year. Has greatly improved the depth of my tarot readings by becoming more in tune with the astrology that she speaks of. Um, and I love that she's somewhere between Rob Brezsny, who I absolutely love with his free will, just completely random speak, not none of the mumbo jumbo about the squares and the sextiles and the sextants, and someone like Austin Coppock, who gets very deep into the technical aspects, which I love his work too. Don't get me wrong, love Austin Coppock. He's one of the great modern astrologers. But Aeolian Heart, somewhere in the middle, where she can take that technical knowledge and put it into the everyday language that Rob Brezsny does, so that we can, people like me who have a love for the technical but don't really understand it as deeply as some other astrologers do, can relate to it. Um, Good stuff. Anyway, enough of advertising for other people who I admire. Getting ready to watch a dive team go into the river right here where I was contemplating dipping my legs in for a few minutes after I finished my yoga. And peace and love to you all. I love you all. I am the Mutant Mage. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.